You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Chief Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
Bad girls. What I want,
Hey,
I get it.
what?
It's like I said it.
This is my favorite song.
Bad girls.
I love that they've kept it the same.
Yeah.
The whole
Welcome
way.
to the Bad Girls Club.
Bad girls. Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Bad Girls All-Star Battle Season 2 finale. Unfortunately, Julie is in Boston. I can't even be mad at her, though, because I would want to go home, too.
Oh, we miss you, Julie.
She will be back, but I am joined in studio by the bad girl herself, Miss Camilla Poindexter.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
you for joining us
Thank
today.
you guys for having me.
Joining me. Sorry. But if you guys want to call in, we have a new number for you guys. It's 424-253-0504. Again, that's 424-253-0504. We want you guys to call in. Obviously, we need to know what you guys think of tonight's episode and Tiana winning.
Oh, how do you guys feel about that?
Girl, how do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly,
Because now you can talk about it.
Yeah, I can talk about it. At first, I was all like, in handcuffs, can't say anything. But for me, being on the show, I think it's kind of like she skated her ass through the whole season. Honestly,
Is that fair? Do you think that that's fair?
I
Or
mean,
it's
if
a
that's
game
the
and
way
that's
that you play the game, that's how it goes. But I mean, the competition is a competition challenge show. So challenge yourself to do challenge things, like not skate through and slide and try to get rid of the best people, which they did.
Well, we didn't really see a lot of Tiana at first.
No.
You were there. I mean, as a competitor, did it look like she was trying hard during the competition?
She was definitely a competitor, but competitor against the other girl, she was just like, nothing. You know what I mean? And every time she lost a challenge, or if, she wanted to basically see herself do crazy things, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so she won. I'm accepting of it. We'll you know what I mean? I love her. Now, you mentioned something interesting.
Yes.
So if there's going to be a Bad Girls Also Battle 3 and they picked you, we're going to have to find you a brother, right?
Yes, I was basically saying, like, Jennifer won, she had a brother. Tiana won, she had a brother.
And it was the sob story.
And it's like
of the brother.
the story, and I'm thankful that I'm the only child because I'm spoiled. But I need a brother, clearly, because the girls with brothers are winning. Or can I borrow someone's brother?
Yeah. Can we get a brother? And don't tweet us any raunchy things.
No raunchy stuff.
All right, I think we have some calls. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Kara, Chicago, Illinois.
What up, Kara? Oh, you're
Hey, Kara.
real
Chicago.
real direct with it.
I like Chicago. It's cold, though.
Stand up. Tiana won. What are your thoughts?
I'm just glad Rocky didn't win, to be honest.
Really? I think if everybody thought Rocky would win, well, actually, Rocky's a man. Let me tell you this first. Like, she is not a woman. That girl is like a guy when it comes down to competition stuff. Like, she's a beast. So you would think that she would have won,
Right.
but Tiana, I mean, they played the game smart. They got her ass out. Good job, Megan.
Yeah, and the thing about Rocky, which I was on Facebook all yesterday, like, because people were just saying, oh, Rocky should have won. But the thing about it is she let Tiana and Sarah, but you put them all the way to the finale because you knew you could beat them.
Exactly.
So the joke's on you because you brought them all the way to the finale. So, I could beat Sarah, I could beat Tiana, but yeah, they voted your ass out. You should have seen, and I'm tired of people saying, oh, well, she was loyal. What?
No, she had no
Right.
loyalty. She put up Janelle for crying out loud, and Janelle was her ride or die.
Right. So,
That's. I actually
sorry.
I really like that you brought that up because I guess I never. I mean, I knew it that Tiana and Sarah in Rocky's mind, well, no, I guess Tiana and Sarah against Rocky are nothing. But I wonder that you said that. If in Rocky's mind, she was like, let me keep these two bitches with me
Well, of course.
to the end. Really? Do you think that? Or
Rocky is, when she came on her this season, she's like, one of the top bad girls. So it's like everybody wanted to flock to Rocky, you know? And so everybody was like, Rocky's puppet. Like, boop, boop, boop. You should have seen it in the house. I was there. I witnessed it. Like, and the moment they were able to get her out, they did. And I don't blame them.
Okay, everyone's Rocky's puppet at first, but then it kind of gets to a point where...
It gets real.
Who really was playing the game, would you say? When you were in the house and you were noticing all the girls, who would you say was actually playing the game?
I would actually say Megan played the game 24/7. That girl was on when we were asleep. I'm like, bitch, go to sleep already. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? She was destined to win. So, you know what I mean? But she fucking got me out. So I'm glad Megan didn't win. I'm glad Tiana won.
Only thing I wonder is if Sarah would have thought that. I want to think that Sarah would be smart enough to think like, well, I'm going to vote out Rocky anyways because that's obviously me going against Rocky. She big as hell. That's me handing her the check. Or did she really need Megan to put that in her head? I wonder.
Well, that's a great. What do you think?
I
I
honestly think that Sarah knows that she can beat Megan because it's been competition. They were going against each other the whole time in the house. So I think Sarah definitely knew she can beat Megan in a case, in a scenario. But Rocky, no, you're not. Like, depending on if it's a smart, mental challenge, you might lose because she's really dingy.
Right.
Damn. All right, girl. You got a Twitter handle?
At Carolina 10.
At Carolina 10. All right, thank you for calling in. Make sure you call us for the reunion. We got some big surprises for y'all.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Again, if you guys want to call in, 424-253-0504. Is that a call-in line?
I know.
Me?
What's your name and where are you from?
Hello. My name is Bryant, and I'm from Baltimore.
Hi.
Baltimore.
Be more.
What did you think of tonight's episode?
This is DJ Jesse Janedy.
Sure is.
And Camilla.
And Camilla Poindexter.
Yes, it's me.
You're live.
You're live. What's your question?
You can say anything.
You can say anything you want.
Anything.
Camilla.
Yes.
Camilla, I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you don't understand. You were my favorite from BBC. Like, I used to watch you, and I used to be like, oh, wait, can I curse?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I used to be like, but yeah, so I wanted to talk about the,
It's so cute.
I love you.
I'm telling you, when I said I wanted you to win, I did not want anyone.
Oh, girl, I wanted to win too.
I'm a boy.
I know.
Oh, I know, but it's just our terminology here.
No, don't take it personal. It's like, girl,
But yeah, I wanted you to win, and I was like, I wanted the final two to be you and Megan, and I was like, damn, she got you out.
I know that bitch, right? Damn it, Megan. She was supposed to be my friend too. To think.
Sneaky little devil.
Sneaky.
Well.
So, what do you have to say about Tiana? Are you happy about that, or are you mad?
I was like, well, if Camilla can't win after you left, I was like, well, Alicia's gonna win, and then I was like, damn, and then I was like, well, Megan's gonna win, and then I was just like, damn.
So I
was like,
go ahead, keep on telling us your dams. What else you want to damn? All right, wait. Let me ask you a question, Megan.
But I'm happy she won it for her brothers. I'm not gonna be salty and be like, well. Like, I'm happy she won it for her brothers.
Right. I'm glad someone that actually needed it. I mean, we all needed it some way, but I'm sure, like, her
so you
brothers...
didn't believe Megan's story?
No. No.
But I think, like, some girls...
Megan is full of shit.
Like, Andrea, like, she just threw away. I'm like, I don't know if girls, like, were y'all, like, did Oxygen come to y'all, or did you go to Oxygen to get the spot?
Are you talking as far as, like, how do we get casted for Bad Girls All-Star?
Yeah, like, did you?
Yes.
Were y'all asking, or were they telling you?
Oh no, they come for you. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure it's
okay.
girls that are calling that has.
Like, when Andrea left, I was like, you really quit. Like last year, like Erica, she had her knee and she was just busted up through the whole thing. But Andrea, I was mad because she was like, she just quit because she thought her team backstabbed her. I'm like, it's going to go to individual eventually. You need to stick it out and be a bad girl. I thought that was
Well,
whack.
Andrea is very tough. Let me tell you that one thing first.
Yeah, but why?
But she quit because
I could see it. I thought it was going to be her and Rocky at the end.
she couldn't handle the fact that people were talking about her behind her back. She didn't really get to experience the whole bad girls feel. So
Wait a minute. Are we talking about Andrea Blonde with the damn thing in her hair?
The horseback carrier.
Why are we surprised by that? The bitch left on her season.
Yeah,
She was a replacement and couldn't last a damn week.
Exactly. And some girls just can't handle it.
And first she was scared to get jumped, and then she came to the reunion saying, I'm going to have to snatch a bitch Kansas style. I was like, stop.
Well, bad girls can make you feel like
then-
you're tougher than what you really think, and I've noticed that hands-on.
That dye in that hair must have gotten all the way to that brain cell.
And I was just like, I was like, and then apparently, like, oh, can I say, like, she was on an interview with Mona Simone, and she was talking about something about love games, and I was like, don't go on anything else, Oxygen, when you done quit 2 things. I was just mad.
Well, Love Games is over. It's not coming back, so.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no Love Games no more.
They done
Love
found
Games
all
is-
the love that they need. Wait, do you have a Twitter handle?
Yes, I do. It's at FamousAssJay, FAMOUSJAY. Camilla, I want you to follow me, please. Oh my goodness.
Famous J.
Just tweet it.
Just tweet it
her.
out.
No,
Yeah.
it's Famous Ass J. FAMOUSASS.
Okay, well,
Just send her a tweet.
Say that you talk to me, and then I'll follow you back.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for calling.
Okay. All right. So the battle
funny.
challenge. He was.
I'm sorry that I thought you were a girl.
I'm a boy.
I know. I'm like, well, put a little bass in your voice.
Put a little bass in that, a little 808. Build. All right. So the battle challenge, they have to build these
Blocks.
the bridge, and the
bridge, yes.
planks, and all this shit. Which I'm surprised. I didn't know Sarah was gonna be good at quizzes.
Oh, wait. Sarah is very, from me, experience from her, like, she is a beast. Like, people underestimated her, and I actually underestimated her. She's smart, and she actually knows how to play the game. She's very strategic. So I didn't doubt Sarah at all. Like,
It was funny watching the competition. Like, physically, a lot of the stuff made sense because you look at her thighs and they just look like these like
Beast.
machines. Like,
did you see when they were all walking
Yeah.
up together? You're like, oh my God, bodies.
and even Tiana has
Tiana's pretty
some
thick,
legs
too.
on her too. So they have to drag the planks
Mm-hmm.
for the first one. Then they have to undo these knots for the second one.
Yes, pull the 40 pounds.
40
planks.
pounds. And then Sarah feels the game is all mental right now.
Right.
And I mean, she was doing pretty good at it. Megan was failing, and she
Well,
said, how dumb.
I feel like you definitely had to have like some strength there because you have to carry 40 pounds. Like for me, I would have probably been like, oh, I'm dying. Like I can't even do a push up for crying out loud. So for me, that was physical more than, I mean, it was brains too, but I think you had to be able to carry your weight.
And I mean, like Megan, like
Megan's
I
big.
just think that was a slow day for Megan because that part of the puzzle. Now the other puzzles later, those looked a little more
But
difficult.
Megan also stated that she always thinks too much, and she does. She can kind of like overthink something, so it could be a simple task as picking a pen up, and she'll be like, "Oh my God, you have to pick the pen up and open it." Like,
girl, you a Virgo?
yes,
Is she?
I am a Virgo, actually.
Me too.
Hey!
Because we're overthinkers.
Exactly, we do overanalyze.
She
But-
said, "How much dumb can I be?" And this bitch was struggling.
But you know what? Megan is a little ditzy. Like, she's not lying. She's a little dumb sometimes. So, as far as doing this puzzle, girl, at least you made it to the next step because I thought you were just out of it.
I did too.
Completely thought that you were out of the competition.
Boop. All right, but she kept it pushing.
Yeah, she kept
Sarah
pushing.
was in the lead, and then Rocky and Tiana following. We get to stage 2. Oxygen keeps like, okay, I get that y'all like and everything, but they like
Edited
looped
out.
Sarah's moans, and it was like throughout the whole thing, it's like like what are we watching here?
Sarah's always
First of all,
having
that's
sex
not even the
anytime.
demographic of your audience. Don't want to hear Sarah moaning. They're
Well-
either gay and they want to see the half-naked men, or they're young little girls.
I want to hear somebody moaning sometimes. It's a little interesting. Come on, Sarah. Keep moaning, baby.
So Sarah and her moans. Tiana, she's falling back a little bit.
Tiana is like the person I want to have confidence so bad. Like, girl, I hope this show
But does it kind of surprise you? Did you watch Tiana's season, or did you see or hear like what Tiana was like on her season?
I seen her on her season, and I definitely didn't like her.
Me either.
I didn't like her crew. I didn't like her, and I still didn't even get to experience her as a person. But I mean, she's cool, but I don't know if you're just playing that role just to get the $100,000. You could probably be still a bitch, a bitchy bitch. I mean, I'm a bitch too, but it comes with what you do to me. Mm-hmm. You were just bullying people, thinking you were hard, but when she tried me, she sat down.
But that's because she didn't have Jazz Monet.
Well, Jazz Monet can get some edges, and that's all I gotta say. And run and tell that,
girl.
And that is AfterBuzz Shade.
Somebody to talk to. Girl.
If you Google,
please say it.
If you Google no edges, just see what you pop up. Anyways, going back to Tiana.
Back to Tiana. Okay, so it's funny because you mentioned you were talking while watching the show, and it kind of hit me in the sense of, we learned that Tiana has this confidence issue.
Yes.
And now it kind of makes sense off of her season why she clung to Jazz. She probably felt intimidated by Jazz a little bit and felt like, well, if I'm friends with her, she won't pick on me.
Exactly.
And then
kind
of followed. Yeah.
Kind of falls under the weaker sauce kind of girl. And she, she tries to make it seem like she's hardcore, which she probably is sometimes. But when you get in a house full of real bad girls, you don't bark.
Boop. So we have some callers online. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hello?
Hey.
Yo, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, it's Yannick from Canada again.
Hey, you made it through again.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, no, it's Yannick.
Yannick?
It's Yannick. Sorry, Camilla.
Oh, it's okay, Yannick.
So did you watch the episode?
Yeah, I actually got to watch it this time since it aired yesterday.
Now you can talk about it.
So what did you think?
Yeah, I can. I really didn't want anyone from the red team to win. I wanted Megan to win. Like, even now, I really didn't like Tiana winning. Like,
yeah, it sucks that. I mean, I didn't want Megan to win just because she put me up. Right. I didn't really have loyalty with Tiana or Sarah or that clique, but I definitely feel like Tiana deserved it more looking at the show and her story.
Yeah, like I don't know how I would have felt if Megan had won, actually.
Megan, I felt like if she would have won, it would have just been like a bitchy, like, oh yeah, bitch, you knew it, I won type thing. More so than like, I deserve to win. Because Megan skated through some episodes too. Like before I got kicked off, she was skating through. She wasn't doing any challenges either.
That's true. And there were a few times Rocky could have sent her home again this time, and she didn't.
That's true. I think Rocky was sending home a lot of wrong people. But Camilla, if I would want to ask you a question. Like, do you think there's anything? Is there anything about being loyal in this show at all?
For me, as you see, I love and I'm all about 100% loyalty. Whether we're on a show or whether we're in real life, like I feel like if I tell you something, and because we're all grown, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do it. None of these girls owed me anything, so you didn't owe me a promise, a kiss, or anything. My thing is, don't promise me something if you can't keep it. Because I don't like that shit. You know what I mean?
They make you look really bad on TV, and I'm really sorry for that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a fan of Elise, and they made you look really bad for like beating her up every 2 seconds. And
I know, and it wasn't even like that. But I'm gonna explain. Yes, I'm gonna explain to all the viewers and everyone listening. Basically, I don't dislike Elise. I've told her that it's a point of loyalty and it's a point of principle. If you tell me and I save you twice, first of all, I'm saving you. The red team is putting you up. So for me to save you, I saved you to win $100,000 again, and you backstabbed me and didn't put me up. I mean, you put me up and you sent me home. Even though, although I still wouldn't have stayed in the house, I would have respected at least if I would have only got that one vote versus anybody in that house, because that's the only person I had an alliance with and knew or wanted to keep me in the house. Everybody else was like free for all.
But did you feel that alliance was kind of tainted? Because I mean, you guys had made this plan.
I made a big mistake by throwing her stuff in the pool and not thinking about the situation. I just kind of reacted because I was just like, I just was pissed the fuck off. And at that moment I was like, fuck that, that's $100,000. But not thinking that I should have calmed down, thought about it, and then pulled her to the side and said what I needed to say.
So how did you and Elise kind of rekindle after that? Because they didn't really get into that.
Well, she apologized. She cried her heart out, and I apologized to her. They didn't. I think they showed that. And basically,
they showed it partly.
Yeah, they showed it, but they didn't really show
right.
in depth. Like, we wasn't hating each other. Like, I don't dislike Elise. I think she's beautiful. I think she's a great business person. Like, I told her I would come to Miami and hang out. She can come to LA. Like, it's just a show. And for one thing, I'm on a show. I'm not going to get looking crazy on a show. This is aired.
Let's be honest. You guys made this season pretty much.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, one of you is going to end up looking good. One of you is going to end up looking bad.
Right. And it's Bad Girls, and it happens, and it's the edit, and only we know what really goes on in the house. So, I mean, for all the people that watches, they don't understand what really goes on, because the editing can chop and screw everything up. And then the people that watch it, they're like, oh, you did this. But it's like, no, you didn't even see what really happened. So I want everybody the editing, you guys need to realize this. Reality is editing.
Editing really covers you guys.
Exactly. So you guys have to, once people realize it's editing, I'm still teaching my mother that. She's like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? I'm like.
And it really is. No, that's the thing. I mean, I've seen raw footage. And to watch the raw footage, my opinions on all of the girls is so different.
Once it's edited.
And that's why it was so hard going, to the reunion, talking to y'all. It was so hard because it was like, now I've seen the uncut stuff. Now my opinions are all different because now there's no earth shaking when Shelly walks. Right. Well, maybe Shelly ain't that fat then. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, no, Shelly's big.
No, I know. Listen, girl.
Oh. No shade to you, Shelly, but you know you big, girl.
Shelly looks smaller now.
Yeah.
At least from what I saw from the reunion.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people looked really good.
Yeah. It was
like, Camilla, I can honestly tell you they couldn't edit how good you looked at the reunion.
Oh, thank you, baby. I was trying to wake up like that. I was trying to be a Beyonce, you know?
You literally walked in. She walked in, and our head producer was like, who was that Beyonce? And referred you as Beyonce.
Yes.
You all look good. You all, except the only one I'm kind of questioning is Rocky.
Well, she got that whole boy thing going on. She wants to be like a tomboy / want to be a girl.
So don't diss her style.
No, I'm not dissing her style. I just feel like walking on with like boxers and shit.
I'm dissing her style, which it's her flag. Let her do what she wants to do.
Yeah. To each his own.
That reunion outfit, though.
Yeah. With the boxers hanging out, it's like going back to Aaliyah. Let's
let Aaliyah do that. All right, what's your Twitter handle?
As you know, I don't have a Twitter handle.
You need Twitter.
I just want to say that you guys have a fantastic show, and like I'm more excited to watch your after show than the actual TV show sometimes, except the reunion.
Oh well, stay tuned because AFTERBUZZ has a very special surprise for y'all for the reunion.
Oh.
But thank you for calling in.
Jesse, I know you've been taking some hate. Like, I've seen some comments from people, but you're a great host.
That's fine. They bored.
Exactly.
They bored.
Exactly.
And we're going to let them sit there.
Haters make the world go round,
We're going to let them
baby.
sit there and watch
Exactly.
us.
Now watch me work.
All right. And moving on. Megan is failing to struggle. Tiana falling back. Then we get to stage 3. Sarah and Rocky. Rocky's having some trouble trying to get this knot undone.
And it's so crazy because I'm looking like, don't get it. Call me a hater. Yes, I am. But fuck, Rocky, I don't want you to win either.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like a piece of me wants like everyone to win, but I didn't win. So I'm going to hate on every single person.
And so you've watched the season. So you were there, you experienced it, you get to go home, watch it. Now, one thing Julie and I have been saying is that the way Rocky has been edited this season, she's been edited as like Rocky the champion.
Hulk Hogan.
It's kind of almost overkill, and I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed this from the fans, that the fans have kind of actually started to turn on Rocky. Like it's almost like too much.
It's too much of her. Like every episode is like Rocky until the ending, like, the last episode where it's Tiana and showing Sarah and Megan. But for the most part, it's Rocky. And it's like, I get it, but it's like, give someone else camera time for crying out loud.
Because of that makes you sit there and look. Because for me, it was like when she's pulling at the rope, it makes me not want her to win. It makes me want someone.
Yeah, it's like she's already like this. Like I said, I told her in her face, I'm like, girl, you're like a dude. You're like pulling, and everybody expects you to win. So you're like on the top.
Right.
The underdog is Tiana and Sarah and Megan. And it's just like, give somebody else a chance. I'm a hater.
Yeah,
but I'm a good hater.
Just talking. So Sarah has it figured out. She knows you have to pull at an angle. Rocky breaks down. She's crying. She stops. Sarah wins the challenge. Tiana's upset. She starts crying. Rocky,
this is a bunch of emotional ass people.
Okay.
I mean, I would cry too because it's $100,000. But it's just like Tiana cried the whole season. It seemed like every time she lost a challenge, but editing takes it off. Rocky goes hard every time.
But she still was crying throughout.
Yeah, she cries too all the time. Megan, she's just all over the place sometimes. She just wants it so bad that it's like right there and she just can't get it. So it's just like, damn, Megan. Some parts of me, you know.
I have such a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, me and Megan have this love-hate sister love going on.
Well, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all all have a bond that no one else can
experience. Like, we go through this and no one knows how you really go. You know, I'm sure Julie has told you, and I'm sure you know because you watch. It's crazy.
Well, okay, just a side note before we get into that.
Okay.
How is it as far as, like, when you're dealing with the girls? Do most of the girls understand? You know what I mean? Like, okay, we had beef in the house, but it doesn't carry on out to here. Like, is that...
Some people get it, some people don't.
Really?
Yeah, and you know which ones, but, I mean, for me, I like everybody until you piss me off and do something to me that I feel. Everything that happens on the show, I don't carry it out onto my real life because it's a show for me. It's work. But people continue to talk shit on Twitter, and it's like, girl, give it up. It was work. Like, we did a job. Entertainment.
And now it's over.
And now it's over. But when it came to people jumping me, it's a problem. That's probably why I don't really care too much about.
I can't wait to see you in the streets.
I know.
So Sarah wins. Rocky's motivating Tiana. Megan comes in, like basically.
Megan,
like, why are you crying? Like, I lost.
Because
like I was last.
Megan is very, very good at manipulating people.
So that was a manipulation.
Yes, it's manipulating.
Because I was like, really, bitch, why are you even in the room?
I'm this and this. Like, Megan and Sarah never got along in the house. They hated each other. And when it came to her losing, Megan knew exactly what to do. Lure her into voting Rocky out. Because she did that with me. I mean, she did it with everybody. She goes and talks about, you know, she goes and takes you to the side, and goes to the next person, and then she's talking about you to the next person. She's manipulating everybody, and then it becomes this whole manipulation.
How does no one get this? Like, how does no one know?
I don't know,
how does
because
no one know that?
I didn't know because Megan, I never did a show with her, but everybody from her season, like, Megan is a manipulator. Everybody came to me, Rocky is this, and I'm just like,
but you
damn.
wanted to give it your
I
own
wanted to
kind
give
of...
everybody a chance in my bag for doing that because clearly it got me out of the house. Fucking bitches.
So if they were to do a Bad Girls All-Star 3,
yes,
would it almost kind of be, if they were to throw Megan in there, do you feel like Megan would be screwed, or do you feel like she would have to play the game totally different?
She would have to play the game totally different, and also I think she would definitely be a threat off top.
So kind of...
Yeah, it's going to be like a Danny.
Earlier.
Yeah, she's going to get kicked off early because no one is going to want to deal with her conniving, sneaky-ass ways.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of the shit. I was like, girl, no one is just sitting here talking about Bad Girls All-Star all day long.
Well, okay, so you said you hadn't met Megan, but then with Sarah and Megan haven't been liking each other the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
How can Sarah sit there with Megan
and say that she's her best friend?
Oh, well, that...
I was like, what?
I'm like, girl.
Now, Sarah, girl, that's what I don't like about Sarah, because Sarah tries to play the role of everyone. She wants to be the friend to everybody, but once she says something like, I don't know. That's when you know Sarah's fucking lying.
Yeah.
I don't know. You knew all along what you were going to do, and now all of a sudden you don't know. Girl, bullshit.
Well, let's talk about that. Do we have a caller on the Do we have a caller on the line? Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, Jesse. It's Abby from Brooklyn, New York.
What up, Abby? Abby, how you feeling about the episode?
It was just a snooze fest. I should have just not even seen it. Like, it was just a waste.
It was like womp or womp.
To be honest, I didn't even see it. All I saw was the last 2 minutes. Tiana just went in like.
Tiana's kind of boring, like on TV.
She was like Stephanie to me. Like, she's the sofa. Like, you reference her.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you with that. Like, she's just that girl that's there, but you really don't check for her.
But I at least knew Tiana was in the whole season. Like, when we just saw the end of the episode and there was the reunion clip and I saw Stephanie, I was like, oh yeah, that bitch was in there.
But it's so funny because I was like, oh, she finally got to talk and got camera time. Like, thank you, Oxygen, for crying out loud. I mean, she was on the season for how many episodes? And I mean, this how many episodes? Is it 10?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, 10 episodes, and that was like your camera time right then and there. It's like they saved you for last.
I don't know, Abby. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you short. I was gonna say about Rocky. I don't know. She just I don't know. Just the way that I viewed her this season, like it didn't look right. Like I don't know if it was bad editing or
could be.
I don't know. It's just
editing fucks up everything. You got to be ready.
Like the way that I think her from season 10 to like, you know.
So who did you want to win?
I wouldn't mind if it was Megan.
Okay. Why? Just because she's the OG in the house?
Do you think that Megan played the game smart?
Like a couple of times I did, like, but I felt bad. I really felt bad for Megan because, you know, they threw out her friend Janelle and it's, I felt really bad for her. And then it's like, even when she, talked to Sarah about, trying to take out Rocky, she still didn't even have the chance to win. So it's like.
Well, she kind of could have won if she would have got that puzzle right.
Mm-hmm.
She was just moving a little bit too slow.
Her own worst enemy.
She's her own worst enemy.
This bitch got these bitches to vote Rocky out.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
She didn't have to do nothing.
She played the game very smart. And right when I seen her go up to Sarah and try to, do her little works, what she does, I'm just like, yep. She's got her.
That's why
she's calling her best friend.
I'm sorry to cut you short, Camila.
It's okay, baby.
I was gonna say Sarah was just like up Roxy's butt the whole time, just making tailing that whole time. Like I was just like
Sarah.
Wow.
I think Sarah knew that she had to stick with Rocky because she was the most toughest out of the red team. I think the whole red team didn't have confidence. I think they all needed Rocky to survive. Because if Rocky wasn't there, I guarantee my team would have beasted on her team.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one more thing. When you pulled Elise's hair, what about if that would have been a wig?
It would have came off. And you know what's so funny? I didn't even want to touch her then. She kept grabbing me, and it wasn't about the whole, like, grab your purse, don't grab me. Like, I'm telling you, stop it, stop grabbing me. And everybody's like, oh, you hit her because what? And I'm like, because she's grabbing me. But everybody's like, you had her purse, but grab the purse, not me.
Girl.
I'm such a bitch, huh?
Just no hitting people.
No, you're right. I really made a mistake on doing that, and I would say that, and I told her that, well, you'll see that on the reunion.
Girl, you don't need to be apologizing. She deserved it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, hey.
Abby, get your damn ass out my phone.
In that case, Abby, hey, we friends, girl.
Abby, what's your Twitter handle?
I don't have one. I'm sorry, but
you got
I
Instagram?
do love you, Jesse.
I love you too, Abby.
I would love to see you on TV again, Camila.
I know. Coming soon. We don't know yet, but we'll
Stay
see what's
tuned.
going to happen.
Thanks for calling in, Abby.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night, Abby.
Bye.
She's funny.
Love her. So, Rocky and Sarah. Well, okay, no. First, let's talk about this. Sarah says Megan is her best friend at this pool party. First of all,
that's bull. That's bull crap.
What, the pool party?
The pool
or the best
party
friend?
and the best friends and the guys.
Because my situation is, where do they find these men from?
I think they find them off the Craigslist or like that thing they call like Backpage or something.
And what kind of situation is it when y'all walk into this? Like,
nobody
how do they
wants
talk to you? Like, are they
cheesy
goofy?
and lame? It's like, go back home. I'd rather be around girls all day long and kiss girls all day if I have to be around these lame guys.
How long do they usually keep y'all at a party for like that?
Probably like a couple hours.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do y'all just start making fun of the guys or something, like picking on them, or?
I don't know.
Like
I never
toys?
really even. I did love games, so just imagine. I had a bunch of square bears that I didn't like. Now that was real acting because I had to act like I liked these guys.
Really?
Yes.
All right, girl.
But yeah, that whole fake best friend bullshit with Sarah talking about, oh yeah, she's my best friend. And Rocky, you can instantly see on her face insecurity.
Okay, but I saw it in Sarah and I saw it in Rocky. And I don't know about insecurity with Rocky. I looked at it more as like,
she was
what?
I think she looked at it as like, what? No, because I felt like she made it all the way to to where she has made it, and then it's like Sarah has the power to strip her from that. And it's
well,
like,
then, bitch, you ain't a loyal bitch if that's the first thought that came to your mind, though. You think that?
I feel that way about her.
No, you feel Rocky felt that way.
I feel Rocky feels that way about Sarah. Like, she looked at it like she has the power now. It's kind of like because look at it, all the reality shows, just look at this. When you get up for a challenge or something like that and people vote you off, you can be their friend all day long and hate them. But once they have the power to send you home, just like for me, I didn't want to say nothing to fucking Megan, but to get where I needed to go, I'm going to apologize to you, bitch, for calling you a weak bitch, you know? I didn't want to, but for the game of what I'm playing, I have to. So Sarah saying that's her best friend, that's bullcrap. How is that your best friend? You didn't like her.
Well, and that's where I'm confused because it's like, I can understand Megan saying it to Sarah because it's the same situation.
But once
you
she
doing
said
it to
that she was
Megan.
a best friend to Megan,
Yeah.
that made Rocky feel like, what?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Made her feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute, hold up. You've been my friend this whole time. And it made her feel like, oh, you ain't fucking with me no more? Oh, because,
bitch.
Yeah. And she knew it was a likely chance that she was going home.
And that's why she went inside
And
we
cried,
got this
probably.
whole situation. She did cry. She was sitting there crying. Sarah came in and was like so nervous and like twiddling her hair. And
Because Sarah knew, Sarah tries to act like she's so loyal and so this, but if you were a real bitch, why didn't you just say, look, you are strong. I'm putting you up.
yeah. Okay.
Period.
Thank you. See, I feel
That's
like she
what I
should
mean
have
by
done it
loyalty.
Two ways.
She could have been a boss bitch like, look, I did ride your coattail this whole way through, but guess what? I did what I had to do to get where I needed to.
Yeah.
Now I have the power to put you up. We're friends. We could be friends when we go home, but this is $100,000, baby. You got to go.
And
Bam,
boss
bam.
ass bitch, bitch,
hey,
bitch,
hey.
bitch,
You know,
bitch.
and I would have told Megan, I can beat you and I can beat you, Tiana. And that's why I'm going against you because I think you two bitches will lose against me and I will win. Rocky, I can't beat you. So bye-bye, bitch.
Yeah, I don't understand why that. Maybe the conversation was had and we just didn't see it.
Right.
But I mean, for just Sarah's whole body language, it just looked weak to me, and that bothered me because there was something about the friendship between Rocky, Sarah, and Tiana that I did like, and to see Sarah just not being honest. Now, if Sarah had gone the Megan route, I wouldn't have been mad at that either.
Right.
If she was like, no, girl, I'm not going to vote you in.
Because Megan is sneaky. You know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Megan.
If Sarah had done that and then voted Rocky in, it would have been a whole nother type of situation. Like, oh, shit, this bitch
like some
is
twists, yeah.
stabbing in the back, like
But
all
see,
that.
Sarah gets scared, like
Yeah.
when it comes down to keeping it real, because she doesn't know how to just say. Because that's one thing I think I did on the show was, look, this is that, and it is what it is, you know. And that's probably why I got sent home because I was so like pointing out everything. Megan, I gotta salute her. Like, she played this game so amazing. So good.
She
Sarah
did.
too.
She was like, "You want your back rub? I'll rub your back.
And
you want
Rocky,
your feet rub? I'll rub your feet."
You got what you deserve. Karma's a bitch.
Karma
is a bitch. When you play that role like that and you think that you can't have anything, you know, no one touch you. Oh, trust and believe. Megan was plotting on Rocky since the day we stepped in that house.
Really? Well, I mean, yeah, actually, because at the end of the day, bitch, you kicked her out.
She always used this line, "Bye, Felicia." That's Rocky. She always telling somebody bye. So bye, Felicia.
There you go. Rocky's pissed because at the end of it, Sarah was just basically like, "Look, it's gonna be either between you or Megan." Sarah and
Tiana's just like, did you notice Tiana didn't say a word?
Sure
She's
did.
like a little quiet mouse. I don't even hate it because
I would have
Tiana,
been that in
if
that
you
situation.
can skate all the way through, the 405 to the 101, baby, do it.
Bitch, be
To the
Nancy
10.
Kerrigan. If you want to be Nancy Kerrigan, you be her. But just remember, that bitch got her knee blown out.
Exactly.
So don't be mad. Sarah and Tiana had a conversation. She said, "Do I hand it to Rocky? At the end of the day, Rocky was friends with Janelle, and she shaded me, and
You just start, when that happens, you start thinking about what happened previous and, as far as like, what did she do? How did she do it? Because you have to really play it in a strategic way. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought about it. Rocky would have been up regardless. I don't care if it was whoever up. Rocky, you're going home. You're like Hulk Hogan. Like, seriously, my little bitty body compared to you is like nothing. I'm glad Rocky got her ass out. That's the moral of the story.
I mean, I am too, because it was just the three.
Are you a
girls,
Rocky fan?
I am a Rocky fan.
Okay.
I like Rocky I liked Rocky on her season. I liked Rocky in the first All Stars. I wasn't a fan of her this season just because, again, it was like, I don't want someone to come into the game and think, oh, that person's going to win. And then they actually, why watch 10 episodes if I already know you're going to win?
Exactly.
I like the competition.
It didn't have a spice to it.
The idea
they had to switch it.
of Megan, Tiana, and Sarah is like, you would never have, I would have never have picked those three at the final. And I wouldn't know who would be better than who. So
they're all a good match.
Yeah, it was surprisingly entertaining. We get to the elimination. Rocky sends Megan home. Megan sends Rocky home. And then when we get to the final votes, they all sent Rocky's ass a packing.
She definitely needed like a good speech to go home. I had that bye bitch speech. Like, it's not nice. But
You liked her speech, Rocky's?
No, I'm saying she had the like the sob story. Oh, I want to do. It was boring. Like, Rocky, just be yourself. Be the girl that you were talking shit. Don't try to be like, I left and I'm humbled and I'm this. Save it.
Afterwards, she says, I feel like a winner no matter what. That's shady. Without me, you wouldn't be here. She starts crying. She said, it sucks. I tried so hard and got snaked out at the end. I was loyal. Let's go through these lines.
Yes.
She said,
I'll dissect it.
I feel like a winner no matter what. Girl, bye. You
lost. Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
Let's dissect the next part.
That's shady.
Shady.
Sure was.
Yeah, it's very shady, and you're shady. So
right. I mean, takes
one to know one.
Birds of a feather
flock together.
Without me, you wouldn't be here.
You're right. Sure. Definitely.
Thanks.
Tiana, and yeah.
Then you start crying. Sucks. I tried so hard and got snaked out at the end.
Yep.
It's a game.
It is a game.
And suck.
What's funny is everything that you just said in that paragraph that she said, they learned from her. So basically, they learned from a boss and they flipped it and bossed up on her.
I like that analogy right there. That was good. We get to the finals. The bitches have to race uphill and arrange these blocks.
On the finals, I was like, oh my God.
I was nervous. When Megan was breathing all heavy after that first little run up the hill, I was like, I feel you, girl.
See, first of all, I wouldn't even have made it.
Yesterday,
I need water. Help me.
And half of them are cigarette smokers. Well,
yeah.
I don't think Megan is she? Is Megan a cigarette smoker?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're not smoking that.
Oh. And that does affect your lungs too. So races uphill. You have to race uphill, arrange these blocks. Then you have to climb to this platform by building a staircase. Saw 5 ropes. And then you have to switch these squares. Then at the final, you have to smash these tiles, get a code, and then there's this lockbox you have to unlock.
And then you get the tiara.
The cheap ass tiara. So we start the game off. Sarah, Tiana finished the first puzzle.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Very quick. It
was kind of like a Rubik's cube, just kind of spread out.
Yes, when they had to figure out if they put
they had to get
each color for each side without repeating.
Then they get to the staircase and they're building these. Megan finally shows up. Megan was smart.
Yes.
She copied.
She was like, I'm just, and then what I love about Megan is that she just says exactly what she feels. She's like, I'm looking at Tiana and she seems to be doing it right, so I'm gonna copy her. Go ahead, girl.
And Tiana ain't thinking, because some people, I would think that I would have knocked my staircase down afterwards. Because if you watch the challenge, like the real world, that's what they've learned to do throughout the years. It's like, no, they're gonna copy this. Let's mess it up. Sarah's in the lead for the second puzzle. Tiana comes in second place. Sarah and Tiana win, where Megan is now eliminated.
Yes.
So then we get to the smash and grab. They have to smash these tiles, get the code. The girls, I gotta say, they tried real hard.
Yes, and that's hard to like use that sledgehammer to like, And
it was interesting.
And your energy is already gone from like climbing and doing whatever you did before, so you're tired.
And it was really interesting. I feel like Tiana's body muscle is very equal, arm and leg, whereas Sarah didn't look like she had too much arm strength, and it was more she has more
leg strength. Yeah, but she's strong. She has upper body strength. She picked me up in another. Really? Sarah's a beast.
And so it came close. The three of them were, they were tied with 3 numbers, but Tiana won. She did. Megan.
And it's so crazy because I know when Sarah was there, it felt like you were almost there, and it's like.
Well, I love this moment with Sarah. I will say this is when Tiana ran up to the box. And Ray J was like, oh my God, she's gonna win. Sarah turned and was like, oh, well, just in case. And kept going.
And kept going.
And I like that. Because it would have really irritated me if whoever the other competitor was had stopped there like, oh, they won. Like that.
She kept it going. She kept her, because she has a competitive like side. Like she's like, no, I'm gonna just keep going and going and going. Because some people would have probably just gave up. Like, fuck it, I'm just over it. No.
And the other moment I liked is when Tiana did win, Sarah and Megan coming up to her, and Megan was crying, and it was just that for me. I needed to see that out of Megan because she got some brownie points for me.
Yeah, she like you see Megan in a light where you're like, oh, she's a bitch, she's that,
but a bitch all season.
You know, yeah, she is a bitch, and I'm gonna say it, and yes, she is, but she is also a sweet girl. Like I can't say that about her. Everybody that I did meet off of the show has that personality on the show, but then you meet them and you're like, oh, okay, you're cool. But then you got people that's like, oh, bitch, I cannot fucking hang with you outside of this house. I'm happy that Tiana won. I mean, I wanted Megan to win just because she was on my yellow team, and she, but as far as like the story and everything, I think Tiana had a better, And
I guess if Sarah had won, it almost kind of would have been like a little salty in the sense of like girl, you sent your girl home,
right?
Like, a packing. Like Tiana was like, she was the innocent one. She just stayed.
I mean,
there.
she stayed out of the way. Like she didn't do much of anything the whole season until the end. So she did what she had to do. I mean, do I think she deserved it? No, but I think she played the game well. So you get it. You won it.
It's funny because
I feel like I broke nails. I was getting scraped. I was getting bruised. I had bruises on my body for 2 weeks.
I'm glad you said that because I forgot to talk about this. We saw a clip of Megan talking about, I'm so stressed. I've done this. I've done that. I'm exhausted. I need to win this. She said, I've made friends. I've made foes. And
then she goes to my clip and it says, I met hoes. Hold up, Megan. I'm not the hoe, okay? She said hoes or bros.
Did she say hoes?
I think
I thought she said foes, like enemies. Maybe she could have said hoes. I don't know.
Foes, hoes. It's too close to hoe. So
it's only one.
No, but I love Megan. She knows I love her, so it's no hard.
On that note, let's head into
disclaimer
predictions.
Yes.
Call the one, bitch.
And now your AfterBuzz TV.
Caller, what is it? Who is it? Bitch, what is your name? Where you from?
Say your name. Say your name.
My name's Will, and I live in Douglas, Georgia. What's up?
What's up?
Hey, Will.
Hi. I just want to say I've tried to call in for the entire fucking season, and I never got through, so I'm super stoked. But Camilla,
yes.
I love you.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Appreciate it.
I felt like you were actually an all-star. I'm glad you were on the show.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Because I am extremely disappointed in the finale and disappointed in the entire season altogether.
I am too.
Yeah.
They kicked me off.
What are some of your bullet points since you haven't been able to call in? What are some of the down points?
I didn't feel like Tiana was an all-star.
Yeah, I don't think she was an all-star to begin with either, but I think she did so much damage on her season that they had to throw her in there. I think it was one of those, like, she was the minion.
Yeah.
That it was like, oh, we want this person, we want this person, we want Megan, we want this person. Then it's like, okay, we're going to throw 6 girls that doesn't mean shit and mix it in.
Right. Well, I just felt like, all she did was co-sign and jump people.
And that doesn't make you an all-star?
Well, she got backlash for sure, so I'm sure she's
she did.
living through that.
She did somewhat redeem herself to me a little bit on the show, but then at the same time I was like, is she just playing this up to make everybody feel bad for her?
Probably so.
Really?
Yeah.
You go on a show and you do all this damage and then you come on and let's take it this way. Season 11 was not that far away from Bad Girls All-Star Battle.
True.
So you're not that fucking changed.
Well, see, my thing is now that I'm starting to put pieces together, I just think she
didn't have confidence and
emotionally weak.
Yeah.
And so she can be manipulated and kind of swayed. And now that's where I'm starting to see like the whole, because there were moments on her season where I did like her, but then there were moments where it's like, girl, like you're a follower. Like,
right.
Why did
I
you
love
start
that her partying ways, like she turns up, she has a good time. And like I said, I spoke to her many times and she's a good person, but I don't know her that well to just be like, this is how she
could be manipulating.
Right. She could be manipulating me for all I know.
Shit. She could be manipulating oxygen. They just done gave her the award.
All I know is I hope she does exactly what she says with the money and helps her brother and
Girl,
brothers.
she ain't.
Well, I know she said she wanted to buy a car because she wanted to learn how to drive or something like that when we were on our season. So hopefully she goes and gets her a car because she's from New York. So technically you don't need a car.
True that. Well, so what do you expect? What are you excited to see from the reunion?
I'm honestly just hoping it's better than the last reunion.
Well, people showed up and stayed for this.
Yeah. I honestly didn't even want to show up.
I was so pissed off. I was like, Natalie, you punk ass bitch. Like, and I really fucking like Natalie. I think Natalie is pure entertainment. She was made for television.
She's bitchy, crazy, and fun and wild.
And then you're going to bring security? And then you're going to leave. Like, it was just lame. I was so annoyed.
But, you know, she's all about making television. So, guess what? That's great for TV. Like, she knows what she's doing at this point. She's been on TV so many times. Like, I think people just need to realize after so many times on television that this is our character. So, we're going to give you what you guys want to see, not what we really want to do, you know?
And it's interesting. And, you know, we'll talk about it more next week with the reunions. But audience has to really understand how long you guys are at the reunion. It's
so long.
Oh, long.
And you're long and long and long and long. Drunk day, hot. I was about to say something. Let me not say that. Hot, bothered, just bitches, annoying. It's just, I mean, I honestly didn't want to show up. I did it to make a grand finale, and because I had some new hair, honey. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Yes, girl, it is laid, bitch.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep it going, you know. I'm trying to be Beyonce one day. But I had to.
Let me also say I live near Atlanta, and I'm almost positive I saw Sarah hanging out beside the MARTA, which is the subway, fucking begging to suck penis. Like, not trying to get paid to suck penis, begging to suck penis.
Oh, so you're saying she's selling her box, basically.
She's a straight up hoe. I cannot stand her. And, you know, it was like she tricked me into liking her.
Well, you know what? Hey, you know, if she's selling that box, then Sarah, sell it, sell your pussy.
She said it. She said it on the damn show. It's the most cringe-worthy thing I heard on the entire season.
Well, okay,
whenever she was like,
I'm so glad someone else said it.
I do this in real life. Let me use my assets to make some money.
Oh, she did. She did. She did say she used her assets to make money.
Okay, now listen to this. All I said. You
talked about her?
Yeah, this is what I said. She said that comment. I said that is a hoe comment. Maybe she's working in the back pages.
She probably is. Or she's probably like a high-end escort where you get like high millionaires.
That turns into, I done talk shit about Sarah. I done hate Sarah and all this shit.
For the record, I want to just tell Sarah, come on and stop lying about the ass being real. Because I have been around so many girls with real asses my whole life. Before they even like fantasize over the asses, you know, back when Shake It Fast, Watch Yourself, Mystical and stuff was going on. That's a fake booty. It is what it is. And that's, I'm not even hating, like it on the finale.
It's like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Just embrace it. You got money to pay for an ass.
Right.
Kudos.
Booty.
Rocking everywhere.
Will, what's your Twitter handle?
It's Team Will Wright. And that's Team Will, WRIGHT, because I know I got a southern accent, and I probably can't understand what I said.
You are so hilarious.
All right. Well,
and by the way, DJ Jesse, you're sexy as fuck, and if I'm ever in LA, we're making
Hey, do not do that.
All right, thank you.
He's my man today.
Thank you for calling in, and make sure you check us out here for the after show for the reunion.
Yes.
All right. I can't really say too much because I've seen the reunion. You can't say too much because you've seen the reunion.
Yes.
And as far as y'all at home, AfterBuzz was at the reunion for the Bad Girls Club All-Star Battle. We were backstage. We caught all the tea, all
the juice,
the drama,
all of the hotness that I served. Woohoo!
And she woke up like that. And all I can say is I'm excited to see just how it's going to be pieced together. Because the people who I thought was going to turn up
didn't turn up.
But the people I had no idea
you know
was
what's so funny?
Turned the fuck
Me and Nancy actually talked about that in the room because they put us in the rooms together, clearly. I feel like the reunion It definitely is a twist. Like, you think the girls that are going to turn up is going, like you said, but the ones that you expect to don't. So it's going to be fun and exciting to see, because I just want to see myself look good in that blue dress.
Like, the only person that did exactly what I thought they were going to do was Stephanie. And she was just being an IKEA.
A couch.
Yes. On that note, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys, Camilla, where can your fans tweet you?
You can tweet me at I am Camilla P. If you have Instagram, you can go to The Real Camilla P.
And you guys can tweet me at DJ Jesse J. Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.